Hey replay viewer, how are you? Welcome to the scope. So nice to see you here. Trying to get my curly Q on. Hey Mbalangu, how are you? Welcome to the scope. It's so nice to see you here. Whew. Typically I like to spend the first couple seconds talking to replay viewer because I don't really get to talk to replay viewer much. So replay viewer, you should come through. Come to the scoposphere and hang out with me. Okay? Today's going to be a really good topic. I'm introducing to you a series that I'm going to be doing. Hey Mr. CEO Ernie Perry, how are you? I'm going to be doing a series for the next couple of days, for the next week really, and it's going to be surrounding a virtual workshop that I'll be putting on. So if any of it sounds interesting to you, share it with your people or follow. Hey Rita! Hi Rita! Hi! How are you? Welcome to the scope. What was I saying? So yeah, stay tuned for the next couple of days because that's what I'm going to be talking about. What am I going to be talking about? Let me first introduce myself. My name is Hove. Good afternoon, gorgeous. Well, hello, Rita. Thank you so much. You look amazing, too. I like your hair pulled back. It looks beautiful. So let me introduce myself really quickly. Hello, my name is Coach Nachi, and I'm your world-class personal development coach, speaker, and life enthusiast. Let me start over. Oh, my God. Hello, my name is Coach Nachi. I am your world-class personal development coach, speaker, and life enthusiast called to serve those who want to live more like their unique selves now, right now, this minute, right now. I believe we're intended to live joyfully, fully human, and feeling at home in ourselves and our lives. And a part of feeling at home in ourselves and our lives is being able to know what our why is, right? Welcome back, Mr. Ernie Perry. Thank you so much for those hearts, Rita. I really appreciate seeing those brown chocolate hearts. A lot of any sort of thing that you ever want to do, whenever you research an article or whenever you're reading a book, people say, find your reason, find your why. Thank you so much for finding your followers, Rita. Find your why, right? But nobody ever tells you how to find your why. Nobody ever really kind of leads you to it. They think that just asking yourself, oh, why am I doing this, is going to snap you right into your actual why. But that's not always the case. So in the next couple of days, I'm going to be talking about finding your why, and I'm going to be talking about my virtual workshop, which will be all about finding your why. So the first couple of things that I'm going to be sharing with you tomorrow is going to be the difference between a why and the why, right? The why is your unique source. That's home base. That's just the sun for you. That's where you draw your energy from. That is your source for your unique why, almost like your purpose. This is where your unique why comes from. And when you operate from this place, you tend to have you know that why. You tend to have extreme focus and extreme motivation and continuous focus rather. So that's the second topic. I'm going to be talking about, hey, Nate G-Chi, how are you? Welcome to the scope. You would do it every day without pay. Exactly. You would do it every day without pay. And Rita, you know what I'm talking about. The second topic, hey, Nate, how are you? Welcome to the scope. So the difference between, thanks for coming back, Mr. Ernie Perry, the difference between a why and the why is what I'm going to be talking about a little bit more tomorrow. And there is a difference, right? Like Rita said, you would do it without pay. So a why is sometimes money. Like you need money. Thank you for those hearts. Hey, Red. Hey, Peach. Hey, Brown. It's like Neapolitan looking ice cream over there. Thank you. A why is sometimes like money, right? Money is a why. Thank you, Mr. Ernie Perry. A why is like money. A why is good enough to get you from point A to point B. Rita, stop it. To get you from point A to point B, and that's good. But your unique why, your source, is what Rita was saying earlier, which you can do it without pay, right? That's where your source for extreme motivation. I'm not just talking about you come into a scope, you feel motivated, you watch a program, you watch a video, whatever, you feel motivated, and you do it for 2 days, and then when it gets hard, you stop. No, when you are connected to your the why source, I will talk more about that tomorrow. I'm going on and on about it's so exciting to me. Anyway, the next thing is your extreme. The next topic after that is going to be extreme motivation and continuous focus, and how finding your why taps into that, and that's going to lead perfectly into the AY, VY versus extreme beer slave. It's so exciting. It is exciting. I hope you're here. It's going to be like a 7-day series. So come through, follow. Thank you, young bows. Thank you. So if you're new, definitely follow, and so you can be around for the series. It's going to be amazing. Privet, hello from Russia. How are you? It's going to be amazing. It's going to be really fun. Next up is when you find your source for extreme motivation and continuous focus, that tackles your procrastination. There's a lot of clients that I speak to that I can just hear the procrastination wheels going in their head. And once you tap into your extreme motivation and continuous focus, that nips procrastination in the bud. Like, you can't actually not do what you need to do when you're tapped into your source. And the next thing is burnout and fatigue. If you're someone like me, or if you're someone who is a go-getter, who is on 10 with motivation and does what they need to do, continuous focus, you get burned out. You get a little fatigued. I work primarily with social impactors, change makers, leaders who want to do something in their community, their locality, their nation, or even the world. This role is you get burned out so easily. I was speaking to a friend who's working in kind of like the social working area, and you get burned out easily because life hits you hard. Hey, Chris358, how are you? Life really hits you hard, and how do you maintain that? How do you continue doing and adding to the situation by helping, as opposed to becoming a part of the situation and it becoming a part of you? You know, how do you take care of yourself? How do you take care of your dream, your desire? Thank you so much for those hearts, by the way. They really mean a lot to me. Those peach hearts and brown hearts are amazing. How do you continue nurturing and caring for yourself? And your why is key to that. Your why moves you forward. Your why keeps you going. Hello, Ouz. How are you? So that's going to be the third topic. And then the fourth topic is going to be clarity and congruency. When you are tapped into your why, you make moves that matter, point blank, period. Because you can't really focus on yourself, being that you're too busy helping others and reaching out. Young Booze, what is your name? That is such an on-point topic, and I've talked about that ad nauseum, and that's very, very true. And I have some tips and tricks in like a couple of scopes back if someone is dealing with that. But it's important to reconnect with your why and know why you're doing something, so that you can alleviate burnout and fatigue and know that, okay, I need to take a step back to take care of my why. So clarity and congruency. There's a lot of moves that we make that are not congruent to our beliefs. Or there's a lot of beliefs that we have that stop us from making the moves that matter for us. And when we're connected to our why, we're a lot more discerning about what moves make sense. Because when you're connected to your why, you feel it. It's coursing through you. You know your why. And you act from there. You make decisions from that place. When you're making decisions from that place, you have clarity, and you're making congruent decisions. Hey, Crazy, how are you? You're making congruent decisions. You're making decisions made from clarity. So finding your why and being connected to it is extremely important for that. The last thing that I'm going to be talking about is one of my favorite things that I've been biting my tongue to say or not say during this whole thing, which is it answers the question, the big question of how. When I'm working with social impactors, a lot of it is, okay, I want to do all of these. Jonathan, welcome to the scope, Jonathan. Thank you for being here. A lot of social impactors, people who want to make a difference, who want to make a change, they want to do all these great, amazing things. But then they get stopped at the how. And I wrote a really good article for the Huffington Post. I'm going to brush my shoulders off because it was good. Which tells you, again, that finding your why, being connected to your why, like, when you are connected to your why, that is where your how that's where your how is. Your why, your how isn't external. Your how is very much internal. And when you're connected to your source, it moves you. It moves you. It moves you. It provides the how. Remember, I'm talking about clarity and congruency, making moves that matter. It will guide you on what moves to make. It really, really does. Because it pulls you. When you fall, which you will fall. When you trip, which you will trip. When you just hang around on the ground because, ooh, that was a really heavy fall. Your why is going to pull you up because that's where your how is. That's where your how lives. Your how is in your why. So if you're ever wondering how you're going to make whatever you want to make happen, whatever social change, whatever impact you want to make, connecting to your why is extremely important. That's why every single person always says, connect with your why. What's your why? First figure that out before you move forward, or whatever the case may be, because that is primary. That is incredibly important. But they don't tell you how. My virtual workshop, which will be hosted in April, end of April, I think, mid-end of April, is going to be going deep into your unique why, right? We will separate what your A whys are and what your the whys are. We will find out what where clarity is for you and how to make congruent choices that align with who you are as a person and that align with you. Because when you do that, you are least resistant, right? You're not resistant to what you need to do. And if you are, it's a very minuscule amount of resistance. We talk about talk about how to alleviate burnout, because when you nurture your why, when you're aware of your why, you're able to take care of it better, and your burnout and fatigue aren't so strong. And if they are there, then you do find a way to circumvent that, okay? And we talk about a lot of other stuff as well, centering around your why. So I'm really excited to introduce you guys to the virtual workshop. It's going to be amazing. I hope you're following so that you can actually keep track of the virtual workshop, because these recordings are going to go away after the workshop starts. So, but I am excited to see you all tomorrow between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. Somewhere between that time, I'm going to be talking tomorrow about the difference between a why and the why, your unique why. That's really important. A why is not bad. It's really good. It helps you along the way until you get very, very clear about the why. And honestly, on some days, AY has been the reason that's helped me move forward. AY has been the reason that I'm able to do what I'm able to do. And AY obviously is directly linked to your DY. So more on that tomorrow. I am excited to talk to you about this stuff because this is my bread and butter. I love it. I've spent a lot of time teasing out what it means to have. Welcome back, Nate. I've spent a lot of time working out how to find your why and how to connect to your why, because it's really important for anything that you're going to do. And once you have these skills, you can attach them to anything. So I'm teaching a workshop in next week actually for weight loss, and I'm going to be using the same concepts to find your why for weight loss, right? Like, why do you want to lose weight? Oh, because I want to look good. Okay, that to me personally is a why. The deeper true source, fire blazing reason is the reason that's going to keep you going even when you don't want to keep going anymore. So thank you so much for those hearts. Those peach hearts are really nice. I've enjoyed them. And those red hearts and those green hearts and those, I think I saw some blue hearts earlier unless I'm crazy. So I really appreciate you being here. See you tomorrow between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I will continue this amazing topic. Bye. I have no motivation to work. Nate, come tomorrow. Come tomorrow. Let's get that sorted. Let's get that sorted. You're not alone in that. Only work to pay bills. Yeah, that's a good why. I hear you. I hear you completely. I hear you completely. You're not alone in that, but you can definitely. Well, it depends on what work you're doing. Anyway, look, I'm about to go into a whole thing. Look, let's just you and me, Nate. It's going to be amazing. Come through tomorrow and ask me your questions, okay? Like, don't be afraid to ask me questions. I'm going to do my best to answer them to the best of my ability in the confines of Periscope. And if anything, sign up for the workshop and we can get one-on-one time too. Okay, bye!